Now, isn't that interesting? I think that's so interesting. And there's so many experiments in this talk that I haven't yet done, but one of them is the fact that animate objects are much more likely to be, when you're interpreting ambiguous images, you're so much more likely to see animate objects. And I've actually got the data, from the experiment which I'm about to describe, I probably have got that data if I go through all the data and just count it. But also, that one's quite a... anybody else? Did anyone see other things apart from animals?
Train.
Yeah, you see, people agree. I think that's interesting. But so it's like wheels, isn't it? Yeah, so the train or a wagon or something.
Can you go back to 15 for just 1 sec?
Yeah, I thought I might run through them almost like an animation, because it's quite nice.
I also wrote Picasso's horse.
Yes, yes. That's, it looks like art, yeah, it's true. But again, I ended up finding a scientist who wanted to... Did you have a question about it? You just wanted to see them again? Yeah, it is nice to see them again. And needless to say, I have made animations out of these. It's kind of obvious, and people often suggest it. So, what I did, Ben Dyson picked up on the idea that these drawings are disintegrating stimulus set that is quite something quite useful in doing experiments about visual perception and object recognition. And there are obviously lots of experiments about that where they use drawings. They do often use line drawings, which I find really interesting, because life doesn't look like line drawings, but you get a lot of experiments. I'll have to go through these anyway, but I think that might be my next slide. Yeah, this is Snodgrass and Vanderbilt. Do you know these drawings? They're for psychology experiments, and I've picked just a few. There are hundreds of them, but they're a set of drawings of everyday objects which are American. You can tell sometimes that they're American. For things like the car, you can't from these ones, but when they have a car, it looks like an American car. Yeah, well, there's a whole load of things. There are lots of things as well that change, and these are quite dated, but that's the only one that is. But I find it really interesting that psychologists use line drawings anyway to find out about